Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ben here, aka Notions. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to say Notions again. I forgot then, it's just something I say without thinking. So welcome to our new subscriber and warm greetings from England to wherever you are. I have lot of subscribers in America, a lot in Great Britain as well, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Anyone from Northern Ireland, I love the accent by the way from anyone in Ireland. I love Ken Doherty, the snooker player, and his Irish accent. I think he's from Dublin, the Dying from Dublin. He's a great guy. I like Ken Doherty a lot. He's a great commentator and a great player he was. Still is a player professional and he's very good still. But obviously he's not at his peak of his game over the years, but he's about 45 now, I think. Ken Doherty's been around since I was born. Probably playing snooker when I was naught, he was 10. He was probably knocking the balls around the table when I was 10, potting, getting 100 century breaks in his half. Like century breaks, 100 breaks. And he's probably very good when he was 8 or 9 or 10 years old, before he turned professional when he was 16. Minimum age to turn professional was 16, I think, like snooker. Anyway, I'm really into snooker. I like Jimmy White, he's a legend of the game. Ronnie O'Sullivan, Stephen Hendry, both legends. And Judd Trump is a new boy on the block, as it were. He's a very good player as well. He does shots that no one else even dream of putting. I saw one right down the left rail, and the ball was just off the cushion. So the object ball was just off the cushion. These are some of the hardest pots in the world to get that in the pocket. When the cue ball's on the cushion in the baulk end, and this object ball was quarter of the way down the table, just off the cushion, and he managed to pop the red into bottom right pocket, bottom left pocket, sorry. Anyway, this video is about me and the trouble with the people who live where I live. I live in supported accommodation in Bude in North Cornwall. I say Bude, I'm just outside Bude, but I can see the town from outside. I can see it overlooks the town, but I'm on a hill. And Bude is at sea level because there's a canal in Bude and there's locks and stuff. Anyway, I want to live in a tent with my mate Dave. I'm not sure if this will come true, but that's what I wish to do in the future. So I've got all my freedom back again, and I can do weed when I want. That's all I want to do is smoke some weed. I don't even want to try crack again. I obviously don't want to take heroin again. I'm off gear now, and it's awfully queer. I mean, the gear around here is awfully queer. You're not queer for taking heroin. It's a physical dependency. You need to take it. You need to take an opioid for the rest of your life, probably. If you're dependent on heroin, I sure recommend you get on a methadone program, or even better, get on a Suboxone program, Subutex. Subutex is a brilliant drug for getting off heroin. I was on Subutex for 2 or 3 years, but it was only slightly holding me, but I had a severe addiction to heroin. I got more addicted to smoking it off a crack pipe than I did doing it any other way. I had trouble running it on the foil sometimes. It would just frazzle because I wasn't holding the foil at a right angle. At the right angle, not at a right angle, at the right angle, as it were. And instead of frazzling it, I thought of smoking it in a roll up and smoking it in a crack pipe, and these ways worked. I would put a bit of baccy in a one skin roll up or an L skin roll up, put some baccy on the bottom there, and sprinkle the heroin on top of the baccy. That way works. You get very high doing that, and I've smoked cocaine powder before, but you're not meant to be able to do that. But I did it, and it worked very well for me. And I recommend smoking cocaine powder if you're addicted to cocaine. If you're addicted to crack, try just getting the mouth numb, the lips numb feeling all the time. You can get this by smoking it in a roll up. The effects from smoking the roll-up last a lot longer than they do if you smoke a crack out of a crack pipe, and that's what you're aiming for, isn't it? To get your lips nice and numb. And if you inject heroin, it makes the sound more tinny. You'll know what I mean if you've injected crack or cocaine before in any variety, coke, freebase, or whatever. If you've injected cocaine before, you'll know that it makes sounds more tinny, and this is an addictive feeling as well when it happens. The people I live with can be a bit irritating sometimes, in that one person or two people have got autism. That means they can't speak properly. I think the autism's a learning disorder, where one of them's got a brain of about a 2-year-old or 5-year-old. The other person's got a disability problem with his mind, disability problem with his mind, and he can't transfer the information to me or to the staff without repeating a word at the end of the sentence that I've just spoke to him. Like he says, fantastic, he's feeling fantastic every day. But he probably doesn't know how to convey a message, a simple message. He can't write, obviously, he can count up to 10 by using his fingers like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how he counts with his using his fingers. I know this is what happens. It's the real world, yeah. You get people from all kinds of backgrounds here. And I'll take them all in. I'll give them all the support I can physically give them. Could you just write that again, please, mate? What you just put up? Is you said something about the big guy, or I'll get you guessing, the autistic guy, who's about 6'3" and 17 or 18 stone. If you do, what question have you got about him? I'll answer the question, mate. He has a heart of gold. It doesn't mean to. I give him high fives every so often. Well, every time I see him, I give him a high five. He likes this. He likes a personal touch. He has to be showered by a member of the staff as well. This is a bit. I don't know. I wouldn't like to be showered, but if I was incapable of doing a shower, then there's no choice, is there? Big autistic like you're talking about, just tune in. No, he hasn't, mate. Wouldn't really mind if he did. I'm not saying anything bad about him, I'm just saying facts about him. I like the guy, he's a good friend of mine. Alright, you just started watching. Okay, Mr. Anonymous, that's good. Carry on watching this video if you want, mate. Nothing else to do, is there? I've been knocked down. I'm happy to be drug free. I'm happy to be living another life, a new life. Come off drugs and it's a new life for me. I feel so much better for myself. I don't feel shame anymore. I feel pleasure from getting off the drugs. I'm happy that I've succeeded in my goals. My next aim is to get a drug release support worker. When I sorted out me being more relaxed, I'm not pacing about it all the time. I want a drug release support worker in Bude, in North Cornwall. I reckon I could do this. I've got enough knowledge to be a support worker, that's for sure. That's what people tell me on here and through real life people as well. Like Jason, who's my key worker, he says I could make an ideal support worker. I'm not reading it from a textbook, I've actually been through crack and heroin addictions. Even addictions to speed. Amphetamines can be a mental addiction as well, and weed can. I would love to smoke a joint right now, don't get me wrong, but I can live without it, and I'll be saving that tenner for a gram. That's how much it is still, I reckon, if I'm down. £10 a gram. Don't say it's up to £20 a gram. Seriously, it's a rip-off at £10 a gram. I used to spend £100 on a whole ounce. I spent 200 quid on 2 ounces. You couldn't do any deals on it because 100 quid for an ounce was actually pretty cheap back then. And it was good stuff. I mainly smoked AK-47 and White Widow when I was between 18 and 25, or 16 and 25 really. I didn't start smoking weed until I was 16 or 17. That's when it was legal when I was 16 back then. I did everything by the book really, other than weed. I drank alcohol in a pub when it was my 18th birthday. I went in with my dad. That's really good. I remember that all the time. My dad's an ex-French teacher, so he's had a decent job in his past. He gets a nice pension as well. A teacher's pension is a good pension, like they deserve for putting up with horrendous kids. Like I went to school, I went to a better school than my dad taught at. I didn't get bullied at school. I didn't know any mates who got bullied at school either. I went to Great Torrington Community School, and my dad taught at Bideford College in North Devon. Bideford has only got one secondary school. It's got 1,800 pupils studying there. This is a massive school. 1,800 pupils between the year 7 and 11. And that's not including sixth form, I don't think. That's just a school age year. Sixth form's probably got another 1,000 or two. Bideford's a really small town. It's not very big really, but she's only got one school. It needs two schools, it needs another school as well. There's one other person in this house, he's got ADHD, and he's irritating as well because he just shouts all the time. He doesn't get his own way. He had a temper tantrum with stamping his feet on the floor and shouting back at the staff, and I just don't know how they put up with him, to be honest. He's always hyperactive as well. He's always shouting and screaming like a girl. He's got a girl's voice when he screams. It's very irritating. So if you're ever on the phone to me and there's someone screaming, this would be Mr. DM. DM is his name. This is his initials, DM. Sorry if it looks like I'm on diazepam or heroin. Sometimes my eyes just go out of focus like that. I'm in another world really, in a trance-like state. I've just taken my quetiapine, bisoprolol and methadone today, and I feel quite good. I had a cup of coffee as well to keep me awake. I didn't have enough sleep last night. I'm very, very tired. Helped my mum out sell plants. I've made her £60 so far. 60, so 60 quid. And she's going to deliver them off tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? If tomorrow's Thursday, then tomorrow is the day she drops the plants off. I helped her out. I posted plants for sale in every group I could find that's local to Bude, Holsbury, Bideford, all the local towns around my area. So that people who live in these towns can buy plants and they could spruce up their gardens at home, or even if at work, they could spruce up the work garden, or exterior of the work, exteriors of the office. Like some of the plants can probably grow up a cane, not cocaine, up a cane, you know? Cane, a long thin thing, round thing, it's quite long, and you put it in the soil, and then plants can grow up. Like runner beans, they like growing up a cane. Tomato plants might as well, I don't know. Something that grows up a cane, if you get nice plants like a geranium or a pelargonium. Pelargonium is a geranium. Pelargonium is a type of geranium. This is what people don't understand sometimes. My mum told me this, so I know for a fact. Pelargonium is a geranium, but this is a type of geranium. My ivy when it's starting. Ivy when it's starting. I don't know what you mean, mate. I can't understand that. I've only got a split second to read it before it disappears. I might make another video later, but I'm not sure. The plant, or weed, or the geraniums that we've got outside here. Not sure. Ivy, yeah, ivy grows up a cane, you're right there. But ivy's a weed, really. Ivy grows anywhere. You not many people like ivy growing. My mum doesn't anyway. It grows out of control in this country, the UK, because of our climate being wet, mild summers and wet winters, and windy winds as well. Sometimes you can put a bit of ivy out and it'll grow up a cane. Thanks for that, by the way. I appreciate you saying what I was thinking of. I couldn't get my brain to work then. It was mind block, or whatever it's called. Brain fog. Brain fog? That makes sense, doesn't it? Foggy brain. can't get the words out, but I know what I'm going on about. I just can't express it as in words, which is a bit annoying because I make YouTube videos with words in English language, like I've learnt for the past 36 years. In my May the 26th, I'll be 36. I know I look like about 25 or 23, but I'm not. I am 36. 26 for the 5th, 84. That's my birthday. Date of birth for me. My birthday's coming up in May 26th. Wish me a happy birthday on that day if you wish. I'm into Facebook actually. Now if you wish. Just search on Facebook for Ben Rogers 84. In all one word. Rogers. No D. No D in Rogers. I don't mind if you don't watch this video. You can do what you like, but I've got 3 watches right now and 1 like. Please like this video if you like what you see, and please subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more videos about my poly drug use of the past, and I don't plan on going back on drugs due to it stealing my life away. But I want to move out into a tent really, or another supportive accommodation place that will let me smoke weed. I just want to be allowed to smoke weed and chill out in the evenings, because I don't like drinking alcohol in excess. I'm only drinking 4 cans of alcohol now, but it's a lot better than drinking 12 cans and then half a bottle of vodka. And this was strong stuff back then, 7.5, 7% cider. K cider is like 7.5%, I think. And I'm still tired from last night, as you can see my eyes drooping, screwed up now, aren't I? I'm so tired today. I'm on 150 milligrams of quetiapine twice daily. So I had 150 milligrams this morning and 150 tonight. The best thing you're doing right now is something. It went, I can't read fast enough. I'll find out what it says when I finish making this video, and I'll reply to it, mate, alright? Just sort of walking, yeah, I like walking. I went for a walk earlier. I walked 3 kilometres just for a laugh. Just went out with a woman called Emily, who works with me here. She's a good woman. She took me out. She's only 23, I think, but she's alright to talk. She doesn't have any mental health problems that I know of. She's down to earth and general person. I get on with everyone here, really. Every staff member other than one called Steve, I don't get on with very well, but it's not, I don't mention that really. But I've come to like him again now. He's alright. He's just doing his job. But some people have to be harsh and firm and harsh the best way sometimes. They say, you gotta go at me, real go at me, like shouting at the top of his voice. Because I took my seatbelt off in the car a second or 2 before he turned the engine off in the car. He come to a standstill, but he had the engine running still. But I thought he'd parked well enough, so I thought I'd take my seatbelt off. But that's the problem about it, I thought, mate, hard to do anything. Yeah, because typing gives you brain fog, doesn't it? Abilify used to do this to me as well, and you can't do anything about it. I used to be able to get any word out I wish. I could pluck it from thin air, as it were. I can't even hear my inner voice in my head anymore. That's how quiet it's got. And I used to have a really loud inner voice when I was doing heroin. And when the heroin wore off, the inner voice would get quieter and quieter, and that's why I thought I'd die. Because when that voice in your head goes, I'm sure you'll be dead. There's a guy here who just shouts all the time, talking to himself out loud. I can hear him in the background here probably if you listen. He's saying something like his belly hurts and stuff like that. Belly ache. His belly aches every single day. He's a hypochondriac, I think. He likes his mom. Every 3 weeks he gets told every 3 weeks to visit his mom. And this has been going on 2 weeks now. And it will still be 3 weeks to visit his mum today. Because we don't know when this coronavirus is going to be over, do we? No one does. There's hope. Thumbs up. The NHS in this country are doing a sterling work, sterling job at saving people's lives, putting people on ventilators, putting people on air. It's brilliant. They're very good that we've got trained nurses in this country, and we need to recruit a lot more trained nurses. Please use shorter handwriting when you're typing to me, when you're on live video. It disappears off my screen in 3 seconds. I can't read all that in 3 seconds, mate. Sorry though. I'll reply to it when I can read it fully when I'm finished the video, mate, if that's okay with you. Or I could reply now if you write it in little sections. Write one sentence at a time and I'll reply to that sentence on here if you wish. Just write little amounts so I don't have trouble reading it all. 1 or 2 sentences is okay, but not 8 or 9 sentences. I can't read all that in the space of time. I've got 3 seconds. It's impossible to read that fast and take it in, digest the information, and say what I think about it. But if you'd like to just say it in a shorter way, I could probably get back to you. Step. Oh yeah. The trophy buggy. You have a trophy buggy, do you? Or are you waiting up on one? Or you ordered a trophy buggy? I'm thinking about getting a truggy. I had a dream about the truggy last night. I've never driven a truggy, HPR trophy truggy, but I like the look of them. They're a stadium truck, aren't they? I'm not that lucky, mate, but I'm lucky that I don't have COVID-19 and no one in this house has got it. We've taken precautions since day one. We've been taking precautions and lockdown since before the government announced lockdown. We were locked down. We've been locked down for 2 months now. No exaggeration. 1 month and 3/4 for us. Getting on for 2 months we've been locked down in this house for. The staff are the only people that can come and go. We are allowed that for an hour and a half a day for going walking, and I really need a haircut, I admit that. It's such a mess. I can't be bothered to get it cut. Okay, I might get it shaved and tell them about that spot at the side of my head. If I get into that, I could die. It's blood vessels running to the side of my head. It's a mole, but it's a massive mole. It's not cancer or anything, don't worry. I won't worry about it. This video's been going on for 22 minutes now, but I don't really know what to say. But it's about the people in this house. I get on with all the staff really well. I fell out of the staff sometimes, but I always say sorry. I always say sorry at the end of the day. And I'm sorry about my lisp as well. I can't help it, lisping. It's the way I speak. Like, I wish I didn't lisp. And I could be heard really easily then, couldn't I? But the way it is, I'm afraid. I can still speak, unlike Mr. CF downstairs, autism man. He's like 6'2" or 6'3", 17 or 18 stone, and he could do some damage if he wanted to. He's punched me on the shoulder before when I first moved in, and I thought he was going to do it again. I was going to move out because I don't like violence towards me in what's meant to be a safe house. This house is going to be safe away from people punching people. But he got away with it. He doesn't learn. He doesn't have a brain to learn with. He has a brain, but it's the same as like a 2-year-old man. He's like a 2-year-old boy stuck in an adult's body. It's the best way to explain it. I don't have anything at all against him. He's a lovely chap. I like him a lot. I do high fives for him. I help him with his jigsaws. He likes flipping puzzle pieces over, like a kid would. He's a big kid. He likes putting a bit of jigsaw at the end of a table and then flicking it so it goes up in the air and then flicking it into the jigsaw box, or flicking it into his arms or hands, flick it into his hands onto the table, his side of the table, and he puts them all into a nice neat pile. Don't know why he likes this, but it's something to do, isn't it? I'm a bit bored. I might help him out in a minute actually. Anyway, I might as well end this video now, so thanks for watching. I'll think of a title, and I might be living in the 10th phase soon, so you might not be seeing that much of me. But I hope I can continue living here. I want to stay living here really, but people have got to behave. That noise in the background is a guy called P. PC. PC, it's just initial, PC Plod. PC. And he's got learning difficulties, PC has, and that's all he's got. I think he might have low grade autism, or low spectrum autism perhaps. I'm not too sure. He's definitely got learning difficulties, so I've heard from someone else. I remember a staffers told me he's got learning difficulties. So obviously he can only say like one word, and I don't know if he can count. He never tried to count in front of me before. But Miss CF can speak. He can add up to 10. Count up to 10, sorry. I got a D grade maths GCSE, which is appalling, but I'm not that bad at maths because of like, drugs and stuff. They see how much people owe me for drugs, and when I was selling weed and stuff, I used to ticket to mates, not to strangers, so obviously good mates of mine who I trusted, and I knew I'll get my money back. So I used to take about, an eighth or a quarter. I wouldn't take a half or an ounce. I only take a little amount. I'm dealing with a lot of weed to import from Rotterdam. This is really strong stuff. Rotterdam weed is stronger than Amsterdam weed. If you know where to get it from, my mate in Amsterdam, you can get quite good stuff. But that comes from Rotterdam. It's grown in people's houses in Rotterdam. Under lights, obviously. And it's very strong. I'd love to go over to Holland again and sample some of the stuff. I might do it and meet up with my mate while I'm at it. I really want a holiday. I need a break. I've got £2 in the bank, so what's stopping me? I need to buy a passport, pay for a passport, and then I need to get a picture taken for my passport. Sorry, I got an itch on my leg. This driving me mad. So I'm hairing and the crack feels like there's spiders under my skin. I know that's not, but that's what it feels like. So like insects crawling under my skin. Fucking annoying. Sorry for swearing. This is horrendous. Itch. I'm dehydrated. That's why this is not going to sound very good now. I'm dehydrated. I need some water. Wasn't too soon to my fridge here. So I'll pour some juice into a cup. Half full with it. And then back in the fridge you go. Sorry, it's people shagging in the house. No one's shagging in this house. That noise you can hear in the background, right? It's PC. He talks to himself, shouts to himself. I don't think he's got an inner voice within his head. He should be dead, really, if he hasn't got an inner voice, but he always talks to himself out loud. He says, no, don't do that, P. Don't do that, P. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then he raises his voice all the time. And basically, it's irritating, but at least he says to himself, don't do that. He needs to like pull in SC's hair, a woman's hair, so it's quite long. V something head, I can't remember read that. Seroquel, I want 300 milligrams. Emptied my head. You won't die. Yeah, I know I shouldn't die. Yeah, thanks for reassuring me. I do need some reassurance at times. Thank you, mate. I miss my mum, which is great. Yeah. Perhaps make a YouTube channel or change your name on your YouTube channel to something more relevant. Mr. Anonymous. That's a good name, but no one can have a clue who you are. I just use my real name and everything. If I ever get famous, I'll be under my own name, which is better for me. You just search my name on YouTube and I'm the first one. Not including the adverts, obviously, but I'm the first one in the organic listings. That's what it's called, organic. Better than paid listings. Paid listings go above me because they're paid for. AdWords is quite expensive, and it doesn't even work out very well, really. I used to do AdWords. I only spent 10 or 15 quid on it, but it didn't get me any more work. It got me more inquiries, but I didn't get any money from working on it. I used to fix computers and laptops, by the way, if you're wondering. I can still fix laptops to this day. What we do is take the hinge cover off, that doesn't have any screws, and then you unscrew the keyboard, and then you take the keyboard off, and then you can see the CPU, heatsink, and you see the RAM. You have to take the cover off the bottom of the laptop to see the RAM. The RAM's at the bottom of the laptop. It's SODIMM, it's called, SODIMM DDR3 or 4 nowadays. SODIMM, SO, it's same word, DIMM, and the SO, S has a capital letter and the D has a capital letter. All the rest is lowercase. SODIMM memory. I would recommend Crucial. Crucial is a very good maker of memory. You won't go wrong with Crucial. They're the best maker of memory you can put in your computer. Kingston HyperX is good as well. I've had a lot of Kingston around before. I recommend their HyperX DDR3. I used to have a computer with DDR2 in it, but HyperX DDR3 should be nice as well. I'm gonna make a new computer sometime, but first and foremost, I want to get a MacBook Air with a 15 or 13 or 12-inch display. I'm not too bothered. I wouldn't mind the i5 processor yet, but I'm not gonna get one of these for £1,000, am I? I'm gonna be looking at an i3 processor. It might be a bit sluggish. Anyway, I'll end this video now. It's 31 minutes long. Please, thank you for watching. Well, please subscribe to me if you wish. I like to say more subscribers are better, I think. Please give the video a like, a thumbs up, and please send any questions you've got over to me. Or any ideas for a new video I can make, any ideas. If you have any ideas on what I can make a video on, please let me know by commenting on this video or any other video you want. I'll see the comment, and I'll make a video on it and then text you back or comment. I'll comment on you before I make a video on it, and then I'll let you know when it's out going up, so you can tune in. I'll make it live video again if you wish. Thanks very much all. Bye for now. Bye.